Sports Day! 今日は体育大会です。やっと。今日もまた日本人の皆さんは多分よくご存知のものだと思いますから、今日は多分英語の説明が多いと思います。すみません。So Sports Day in Japan is it's kind of the closest thing that we have, I guess, would be field day. Just a day that the school basically has no classes. Instead of having classes, we just do sports stuff. Probably the biggest difference between sports day in Japan and field day in America is the amount of preparation that goes into it. Students have been practicing and preparing for sports day for like at least a month, and this whole week, the week leading up to sports day, they do nothing but prepare for it. There's no classes all week long. All they do is just prepare for it. So it's not just like a one-day thing. This is like a big school event. So you're gonna see a lot of stuff today. I'm gonna try and take as much video as I can without getting too close up, without revealing too many details about my students' faces or whatever. So I'll do my best to show you as much as I can show you. The events that they do at Sports Day in Japan are also kind of different from anything that we do in Field Day in America. Well, they do have running events. I guess that's pretty standard. They do like 100-meter dash, etc., etc. All that stuff is pretty much the same. But there's also all these relays and side events that are very, very different from anything I ever saw in America. You guys already saw a sneak preview of a couple of those, and I will explain those as they happen today. I think that's enough talking for now. Let's just get to school. Made it just in time. The opening ceremony is about to start.
まもなく開会式が始まります。生徒の皆さん、準備をしてください。ただいまより平成27年度第49回体育大会入場行進の開始です。
The students do like a military style entrance. One, two, one, two, one, two. Time for some speeches.
気をつけ。
両団ともに正々堂々戦うことを誓います。
Next up is the group stretching. Everyone stretches together to music. Okay, now that the opening ceremony is over, I can actually explain a little bit more what's happening here. So, like Field Day in America, or most places I would imagine, the students are divided into two teams, the red team and the white team. They practice everything from the actual athletic events themselves to cheering to how to walk. They do everything. It's pretty awesome. We got the scoreboard over there, so we can see the score, how it changes throughout the day. And I think first up, we're gonna have a little cheering to, each team will do a cheer to rally their own team and to kind of call out the other team, like, come on, bring it on. I'm up here on one of the balconies that overlooks the school grounds. I'm probably gonna do most of my vlogging from here today because I can see the whole action, I can explain what's going on without it being too loud for one thing, and also without getting too close to showing the details on my students' faces, which is perfect for uploading to YouTube. You'll see in a minute, but cheers in Japan are like way different from anything that I was used to in America, like way different from anything I'd ever seen before. They're very, very organized and very slow, but it's all about like the words, like what they say is very important, and the little movements that they do are also like really precise. So you'll see. Now the two teams face each other. These are the team leaders in front, and they just they face off and basically tell each other, bring it on. They finished all the formal stuff, so now the actual race can begin. They are introducing the runners now. And they're off. So you can hear them cheering. I forgot to mention there's actually 2 trophies. One is just for the sports, the points that you'll see on the scoreboard over there. The other trophy is for cheering and just general behavior. So they practice cheering really, really hard so that they can win the cheering trophy. Next up is the boys. We just finished the long distance run of the girls. Quick score update over there. It is red team 274, so the white team 261. So it's a pretty close match so far, a pretty close sports day. Over here they are bringing out the tires. Now if you watched the vlog a couple of days ago, you saw a little piece of this. So what this is they call it tire tori or tire grab or tire tug of war. There's a bunch of different names for it. Basically, the two teams will line up on either side of the tires, and when the gun goes off, they run to the center, try and grab a tire and pull a tire back to their own side. So it's like tug of war, except with a bunch of tires. Each tire, there's different sizes. There's 2 or 3 different sizes for the tires. So the bigger ones are worth more points, but so they have to get more students to hold on to the bigger tires. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty exciting. Sometimes there's an injury. We'll see what happens. The warriors are entering the battlefield. They're having team huddles now to strategize. Here we go. Look at them fighting for it. It's so intense. Even after they bring the tire into their territory, it's still not safe. So a guy from the other team can still go and get it and bring it back to their territory. And it looks like the white team really crushed it. Look at that. Look at all those tires. So for the next round, the girls are up, and they can actually go and try and steal each other's tires. Here they go. Oh, the white team just decided to protect theirs rather than go after any of the other teams. Interesting strategy. Oh, there's one loose. They are getting ready for the caterpillar race now. I think we do this in the States too. I can't really remember, but in case you don't know what it is, the kids will they're getting ready right now. You can see they stand in a line of like 4 students in a row, and they tie all of their right legs together and they tie all of their left legs together, and they have to run around the track like that in rhythm. It's really tough, but the kids get really freaking good at it because they practice so much. I just missed the start, but they just went off, and that first group, that group that's lagging behind right now, just fell over immediately. Also, check out the score. The white team came on top now. Oh, they are fast. Look at them go. This next relay is also pretty crazy. I don't even know what it's called. It's called the Derby or something. The kids will run around the track with these like bicycle tires in their hands, and they're off. There they go. And they just have to push these tires around. That was awesome. They make it look really easy because they practice so much, but it is really hard. I've tried it before. Now coming out down here, you'll see some shamisen players. Shamisen is a traditional 3-stringed Japanese instrument. And they're coming out because this school actually does something really cool and really unique. This is the last thing before lunch, but this is really, really cool. It's something I've never seen done at any other school sports day. So all of the girls in the school will do a traditional folk dance that is native to this particular area. And they do it to the background music of live shamisen performance by 2 like actual shamisen teachers, and then 3 female students are also playing the shamisen along with them. Alright, well the afternoon program will be starting in just a few minutes, but I just ran out of juice on my Canon, so I'm gonna have to rely on my iPhone camera for the rest of the day. The camera's pretty good quality, so that's not bad. I can't zoom anymore, that's one problem, and also the sound quality is probably not going to be quite as good, but bear with me. It's still pretty good, so I hope we can still enjoy the rest of the day. Alright, so the first thing up in the afternoon program, which you can see the students getting ready for behind me, is the main cheering competition. This is where the students do these very long, elaborate cheers. The ones that you saw at the beginning of the sports day are really like a warm-up compared to the stuff they do here. It's really cool, very coordinated. They practice like crazy for this. And this is where most of the points for the cheering trophy come into play. Quick scoreboard update. Red team 437, white team 451. Still a pretty close match. Up next is the tug of war, but I'm actually going to be running in the relay, which is the event after the tug of war, so I need to go get ready, so I gotta leave my post here.
1回戦の結果、赤団の勝ち。
Tug of war is done, so it's relay time. Let's go. I am really not good at sprinting. I am exhausted, but that was fun. Woo. Climbing up the stairs to get to this balcony again is a lot less fun after running the relay. Real quick score update. Look at that. The red team has pulled ahead 605 to 569. That is a big pull ahead, a big gap that just widened up. So up next is one of the last events of the day. It's another one of those really interesting, different, unique events. So I am going to just leave this camera here and just let it run until it stops, since we're almost at the end of the day. I'm gonna go down and get closer to the action. I'm gonna start explaining this as I'm walking down. So if this is another one of those events that if you did watch the vlog a couple of days ago, you would have seen a little sneak preview of it. This is called the Kibasen, which translates to like horse battle or horse fight, horse war. It is, I guess, the closest thing that I could compare it to that we would have in the States or somewhere else is a chicken fight that you do in a swimming pool where one person gets on another person's back and you try and push the other guy off. This is similar to that, except you've got 3 students on the bottom holding one student up. The student that is riding the other students, so to speak, is wearing like a judo gi, and it is kind of a lot like judo. It's just like they're trying to push, pull, or throw their opponent off of the other students' backs. It's pretty simple. Sometimes it can be pretty crazy. It's a little bit dangerous. I've seen some injuries happen before. Well, the white team won the Kibasen, which might bring them a little bit closer to close that gap that the red team has on them right now. Going on right now, this is the last event of the day. Well, that's it. Only thing left now is the closing ceremony. And we find out the scores.
応援の部の発表をします。前日までの応援、赤団167点、白団167点。午前の部の応援、赤団351点、白団350点。午後の部の応援、赤団392点、白団392点。総合得点、赤団910点、白団909点。以上の結果、優勝赤団、2勝白団です。最後に競技の部の得点を発表します。生徒の皆さんは周り右をしてください。1の位を上げてください。100の位を上げてください。10の位を上げてください。赤団724点、白団720点。
これをもちまして第49回体育大会を終了します。
以上です。閉会式終わります。
What a day, you guys. Man, that was fun.
Yeah, it was in Takase PE Festival. It's very wonderful.
All right.
Yeah, see you next time.